Here, and we're here for another instalment for Urban Smash TV. I have the lovely and beautiful Yvonne with me. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm absolutely great, thank you.
Great, thank you for coming with us and coming here and endure all of our questions. I'm sure it won't be that scary. But Yvonne, first we're going to start off with our icebreaker, our very famous icebreakers. We do them all the time with all of our guests that come here on Urban Smash TV.
Oh, I get to pick.
You get to pick. No, we're not that mean.
So if this goes wrong, then it's actually my fault. So.
Yeah.
Okay, I picked two here.
Oh, yeah, it's one. Okay, you can read it out if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you had superpowers, what superpowers would you have?
Lovely, I love that question.
Probably the ability to fly.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I just think that's amazing.
You'll have to book a plane again, would you?
I'd be flying all over. I'd be going to Ghana, Nigeria, America, everywhere. But probably the ability to fly is just that freedom, just to soar anywhere and just be free. Yeah, that definitely would be me.
Great, that is fantastic.
Yeah.
That is yours. I feel like you've thought about that before. You knew that was coming, didn't you? Is this something that you've got your own designer at home, your own costume?
I actually haven't, but yeah.
Okay, thank you Yvonne for coming on the show today. Yeah. Now, I know you're an actress, you're a presenter, you do a multitude of things. Can you explain to us like how everything got started? Was acting the first thing that you wanted to do?
Yeah, acting was the first thing. I knew I wanted to be in entertainment actually, but I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. Then I started a few acting classes and then I got into a place called East 15 Acting School. So I did like a BA acting course there, and then I went on to do bits of short films and theatre, Stratford Theatre Royal.
So you did it at Stratford Theatre Circus as well, right?
And so I did some bits and bobs, and then I started writing. One day I was watching this programme about FGM. It was really early in the morning, like a BBC World report, and they were talking about FGM, and it was one of those things that it was the first time I'd ever actually heard of it. Yeah. It was one of those things that hit you like a bomb. And I couldn't go back to sleep after that. So after I watched that, I really, that kind of stayed with me. And so when I started writing, I started writing about that, to be honest with you.
Have you always wanted to be a writer, or was this a facet of, I don't know, was it a lack of industry work or lack of things that you wanted to do in acting? Because I know some people that have gone into the acting world and have been like, there's roles out there, but these are not necessarily roles that I see myself doing, or I don't really like the roles that are being put out there, or I feel like there's not enough roles, good roles for ethnic minorities. Were any of those facets of going into it right?
You're absolutely right. Obviously I've been to auditions and things like that, so I absolutely know that there isn't enough material in the UK at the moment for actors and actresses who aren't, or who are diverse in their backgrounds. So that's definitely an issue, and so actually it's a privilege to be able to put something out there that maybe actors of different ethnicities can actually get on board with. But that wasn't actually why I wrote it. I don't know what inspired me to start writing, because I had tried writing before and it didn't work out for me. I actually thought I was really, really bad. But then I wrote a scene of this particular play. It was like a scene in the middle actually, it wasn't even the beginning or the end. And then everything else just kind of fitted around it and it fell into place after that.
So you wrote a play on female genital mutilation.
Yes.
And that's probably one of the things you're infamous for. How did that come about? Because was it like you're watching a documentary and you felt something that inspired you? Because that is, I feel like that's a very touchy subject, even just to talk about it. People don't really talk about it, like they know it's out there, but it's not something that's really discussed. So, here comes you doing a play on it, kind of putting it out there, and some people would argue that that is what theatre is about, kind of, taking things that, are not really said and putting it into a production. I mean, did you not feel that this is a risky business to do?
I thought it was risky in the sense that people would feel uncomfortable. I thought, are people going to feel so uncomfortable that they're not going to want to come and see this? Right. Are people not going to want to read it or hear about it? But it's actually been the opposite, and in the last year or so, a lot of attention has been given to FGM, on Channel 4, everywhere, actually around the world. There's been worldwide campaigns about it. So when you actually, because in the beginning, I probably finished writing it a year or so ago. In the beginning, you had to explain to someone what FGM was and watch them squirming in their seat. But then now, when you approach them, they're like, oh yeah, that's about X, Y, Z. So, and it's been quite reasonably well received.
And have you, I know you've had a few buzz about this, have you ever thought about kind of either doing something with it again or expanding it or taking it to other channels, or is that in the pipelines at the moment?
Well, obviously it won the awards, which I was quite happy about, and then it went on, it was performed at Channel 4 and even at the Pleasance Theatre. So I'm thinking it's had its round. I don't know if I'm going to, what the situation is with it, whether I'm going to push it forward and, you know, but there's always other platforms to explore, like film, for example.
Yeah, definitely.
But I know that the format will probably have to change quite radically in order for it to go into film. So it's something that's I'm open to.
Is there anything you're working on at the moment that you're looking at, any new projects at the moment?
Yes, well, I've done a TV debate programme about some of the issues that face African communities. So we're looking to get that out there next year. I've got another short film which is in the process of, we've done rehearsals, we're in the process of getting out there also. And then I have another film planned as well, but I don't like to talk too much about it until I prefer when the things are finished and we just push them out there.
So I know there's a lot of actors, young actors at the moment, graduating from all over drama schools, all over the UK. What would you say to someone kind of fresh out of drama school, haven't really had much experience? Because it can be a hard thing, and sometimes people believe that, you know, you kind of go to drama school and bam, that's it, Hollywood next. But obviously there's a process, there's things that happen after you leave drama school, after you graduate. Some things about even just getting an agent, whether getting recognised. What kind of advice would you give to those people?
Well, I'd say try things in an unconventional manner. If you're not getting an agent, put yourself out there for auditions. Write things if you can, you know, not everyone can. Or go and approach people who have written things and ask to stage their work somewhere in a theatre or in a film. Or, you know, or volunteer your services backstage on a film or a TV show, you know, whatever area that you want to go into, just try putting yourself in there in a, it might not necessarily be the role that you want at that point in time, but everything is I know people who left drama school and they're still kind of scratching around for acting. It is hard, and you know, I know good actresses who, you know, only now have started to get roles in EastEnders or whatever it might be, and I'm thinking, you know, well done. You know, I know it takes time, and we're talking about 7, 8, 9 plus years after leaving drama school.
I know that. You see them in EastEnders and you'll be like, oh, you think it's just probably come so easy.
No, it absolutely does not. Sometimes it can take years. For some people, it's taken 10 years, but they're there now. So, and that's them. A lot of them, they work part-time or something like that, and then they go to auditions. So that's 10 years of kind of hard work, of just that determination of things are not exactly how I want them to be now, but I'm holding on because I know that they will be. So,
would you say it's kind of like the industry, it's a thick skin situation? You have to have the thick skin, and is it? I don't know whether it's like also who you know. Do you have to also be at the right time, right place?
I think it's a bit of both. I think you have to network very hard. So that's why I'm saying go volunteer backstage, get to know directors and producers, because they'll be the people who you want to know.
That's true.
You see what I mean? So if they have opportunities, you'll be better placed to, you know, if you audition for them, they already know you, you've already worked on their show. You know, you're more than likely, you've got a great chance of getting that kind of work. So things like that work.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. Is there anything you'd like to say about to our listeners or viewers who would like to get you on the website, or do you have Twitter or Facebook, anything?
Yeah, I have everything.
Let them know right now.
So this is my shameless promotion. Basically, you can get me on Facebook, facebook.com/Yvonne Ossei. And I'm Yvonne Ossei with 2 S's.
2 S's, there you go.
Yeah, so most people have 1 S. I'm on Twitter as well, at Yvonne Ossei, and my website is yvonneossei.com. So that's absolutely where you can find me.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. It's so inspiring to hear your story, and I know a lot of people are going to gain this and be inspired by this. So thank you so much, and best of luck with everything in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You've been watching Urban Smash TV. We'll catch you very soon. Bye.